So you've had your fill of meat, now you want something sweet. Here's one you won't want to miss. This apricot tart is ideal for entertaining. It is delicious, yet dead easy to make. It looks like you've just picked it up from the patisserie. No one would believe it's come from the barbecue. Come with me into the kitchen and we'll get started. Here in the kitchen, I've got my Magimix food processor plugged in and ready to go.
First, I have some amaretti biscuits, about 20 of them. Feed them into the food processor a few at a time and whiz to a crumb. Pour the crumbs into a bowl. I'll be using them very soon. Using a small knife, cut 15 apricots in half and remove the stones. These apricots are lovely, perfectly ripe, and the stone comes out with ease. To a small mixing bowl, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of ground almonds, together with 2 tablespoons of plain flour, and the amaretti crumbs. Finally, 2 tablespoons of caster sugar, taken from 100 grams measured out. Stir until all these dry ingredients are thoroughly mixed. My pack of ready rolled puff pastry has been out of the fridge for 10 minutes to temper, so I can unpack it and roll it out, keeping it on the parchment paper it comes with. With a sharp knife, gently score a border of about 1.5 centimetres on all 4 sides, being careful not to cut through. Now sprinkle the amaretti mixture over the pastry, avoiding the edges, and smooth out. Arrange the apricot halves snugly on the pastry. With 30 halves, I managed to fit 29 onto this sheet. Guess what happened to the last one? Delicious. Brush all 4 edges with melted butter. Now sprinkle what remains of that 100 grams of caster sugar over the whole tray. Outside, I'm setting up the Weber Q with a heat shield and grid and warming it up. I'll be cooking at about 200 degrees C. The baking tray goes on to warm. The apricot tart is out and ready to cook. The baking tray is nice and warm. Slide the tart on the parchment onto the tray and onto the grill. Close the lid and cook for 35 to 45 minutes at about 200 degrees C.
Meanwhile, in the kitchen, I'm making the glaze. I have a tablespoon of water in the pan. I'm adding 2 tablespoons of apricot jam. Stir over a gentle heat until you have a syrupy, glossy liquid.
That's it, all cooked. Off the grill and immediately slide the tart onto a wire rack to cool. This also prevents the tart from having a soggy bottom. Add the finishing touches with a brushing of that apricot jam glaze that I made earlier. And that is my delicious apricot tart. And who doesn't like a nice tart?
Doesn't that look lovely? My mouth's watering already. So you'd like to know more about this recipe or cooking on my Weber Q? Here's what you do. Just click that button. Activate and ding the bell. And leave your question or comment in the community box below. Now, here's the recipe recap. If you're going to serve this delicious tart, I can promise you one thing. There won't be any left over. Now I'm going to cut it and plate up. Nice crunch. I've added a few sprigs of lemon thyme. The leaves could be sprinkled over if liked. If I've got your mouth watering with this tart, then give us a thumbs up. And don't forget to sub the channel. Well, that's all for this time. Join me next time on the barbecue walk of flame and see what's cooking on my Weber Q. So from me, the old geezer at the grill, it's goodbye. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.